So number one, feels very good to be back here, back around all you guys. Super excited. Don't be afraid to videotape, record. I don't care. So don't worry about that. You don't have to ask. You're not taking food out of my wife's mouth right now, so don't worry. Number three, hopefully you can grab a little something from what I'm going to teach. It's nothing crazy. You know, I've been doing these camps for a while now, and I find that sometimes, let's just go back to what we do normally every day, and let's try and get better at that. Let me show you a couple things that I do. Maybe you can incorporate that into your game, and maybe that can help you out. Maybe it doesn't. It's all good. You know, I'm not here with the sole intention of everybody walks away with my technique. If some of it works for some of you, awesome. If it doesn't for others, maybe it will in time. Maybe you just have to play with it, fail at it 1,000 times, and then it'll work. And believe me, nothing that I'm going to be teaching is that difficult. It's going to be, oh, I can't do this. So basically, we're just going to do some how do we get out of side control? Right? So in order to get out of side control, right, I need to kind of understand what my opponent needs to do to keep me in side control, right? So we kind of deconstruct the position. So if I can understand what they need to do to keep me in side control, maybe at some point in my jiu-jitsu career, I'll be able to unconstruct their side control and get out all the time. That's my goal, right? I don't want to stay in side control. I don't want to stay in a position where somebody's dominant. I want to get out. I want to get out and I want to get back to either on top, or me personally, I like to be facing them. I want to face my opponent. I don't want them having angles on my hips. If opponent has angles on your hips, well, hopefully you can recorrect yourself and get squared up. All right, and again, this is some of the terms that I'm going to be using comes from, I do others, I try and do like knife stuff too. You always try and stay square. You know, where I work, what I do for a living, I don't ever want anybody getting angles on me or getting behind me, so I always want to make sure I'm always here. All right, always in front. Right, so if Eric has me in side control, right, what are his goals? Like, what is he gonna? What's he trying to do?
Head control.
Yeah. Just yell it out, guys.
Head control.
Head control. Right. I just hold up real quick.
Make you look away.
I gotta fix that elbow. Sorry.
So
Dude, jiu-jitsu. Right. So keep going. I want Eric to do everything you guys say. So yell it out, guys.
cross face.
Yeah. Now what?
Pressure. Heavy chest press. Active toes down.
Right?
Controlling your hip.
Controlling your hip? Yeah, for sure. But what happens when he controls in your hip? Where's my far hip? It's out. Right? So remember, if they take something and move it somewhere, there's going to be an exit somewhere. Right? So if Eric is controlling me and all these things, like, I don't want to stay flat. His goal, and this is what I think about when I have somebody side control, I like to control far shoulder. If I control far shoulder, they can't shrimp. If they can't shrimp, their only option is to turn away from me. So if their only option is to turn away from me because Eric is really controlling my head, controlling far shoulder, I'm doing this, he's taking my back every day. Or he's armbarring me all day long. Right? So if I'm in side control, my number one thing, elbow on that hip. A lot of people put their hand there, don't do your hand. I just need my forearm. I just got to feel. Top hand, in this case my left. If this is a gi, I'm going thumb in, or I'm just going to grab the trap. No gi, I'm grabbing the trap. I'm going to flail my elbow out. I'm going to use my hips, or my feet. Some people do this, and then this. If they're really heavy, and they're like, you're not getting out of side control, this needs to be power going over my right hip, my right shoulder. This is just holding. I don't want Eric to come any closer to me than he already is. Right? Eric said, if there's space, you got to fill it. I'm filling this space right here. If Eric gets this arm out, now he's filling that space. This is no good. Back in. Right? Controlling distance. Flail. Looking. Now, Eric, go away for a minute. This is me. What do you guys notice?
Created space.
Very important is this elbow right here. This elbow's here. Eric is going to darce me or anaconda. I don't know what they are. I'm a horrible black belt. He's going to choke me. I deserve it. High elbow. High elbow. So then we can and then thought we just then we can go right into what we just did, right? So it's nothing crazy. Right? These are fundamental things, guys. I need to make sure I create that distance. I do not want my opponent being chest to chest on me in side control. Absolutely horrible. On your back. So if I'm in side control and I'm getting tight and I'm controlling this far shoulder and I'm making them go chin, ear to shoulder, chest to chest, I'm right here, just tight. Eric's got to do a lot of stuff. He's got to work really hard to get back to a dominant, or even a position to get this knee in, so I can stop. He can stop me from getting closer. Even worse. Boom. Right here, active toes, controlling the shoulder, controlling the face. Eric's got to do a lot of stuff to get back to a position that he can even react to what I'm doing, let alone get out. Escaping isn't even on the table right now. We have to get ourselves back to a position where we can even fight to then escape. So I try and not allow them to do this to me by immediately, right? So Eric, right? So I don't know, just go in the act of like passing guard. It's like, oh, he's on me, bam. I find those points automatic. Flail, just hold, turn. All right, guys, so everybody come on this side. So I want you to see what I do with this top arm, because this is what you guys are going to do. So this elbow stays right where it is. And I come underneath here. I don't drop this elbow. If I drop this elbow, Eric is going to drop on it. Maybe that's not even what he does. It doesn't even matter. He's dropping his weight on that elbow. I'm very weak here. Very weak. So I'm here. See that point right there? Just windshield wiper, palm facing me, palm away. Pulling. If I have to, shoot your hand. Shoot. Boom. And then get back into Eric's. Then we're going to get back into Eric's position. All right? So the big thing I want you guys to take from just that, guys, is don't allow them to get to that position. Pass my guard. No. Boom, here. Boom. 2 inches of space is better than 0 inches of space. So boom. If you find it difficult, it's because you're probably doing it in 2 steps. You're doing this first, and then activating hips. I need my hips. Hips are super important. Flail. Turn their face away. Remember, this is just controlling distance. Just controlling distance. All right? Act like a little sensor. That's the whole point. So as soon as Eric moves, I know what he's doing. If I don't have that connection, Eric can move independently of me, and I don't know what's happening. And next thing I know, he's going to be in some weird wrestling turkey stuffer, and I'm going to be stuffed. And that's not good. Yeah, right? Questions on that, guys? Right? We're not rewriting the book. We're just trying to get better at it. All right, guys, I don't clap, because every time you clap, I don't know, something bad happens somewhere. So, guys, find a partner. All right? I'm going to put 5 minutes on. One person's going to just get out of that position, get to the back. The next person goes. All right?
Got most of it.
Because I do go to that position. But if the option's for me there to get out, I'm getting out. You know, if that space is there, I'm going. But if it requires me to reach out. Questions? I know we have some. Yes, sir. Actually, what I want you to do, because I love putting people on the spot, you know what I'm saying? I want you to grab your, hey, Antonio, show me. Oh. This is the psychology camp. Welcome. So show me what you mean. Because I know somebody, and hold on. The reason why I do this, guys, is because I know somebody else has a question. You know, somebody does. That's why when I walk around, when I do these, I don't answer the questions. I want you to just rep. I know it's going to look horrible. It's all good. It's supposed to. If it didn't, you should be here and I'll be there. Gladly. Right? So it's supposed to look like crap. That's why we have to rep. So don't worry about it. So, action. Look at where you are. You can get up, you're just not, okay, right? So the issue right now is it's just a specific amount of strength in the position and understanding and feeling the position. You just don't have that strength there yet, that's all. Which is just reps. You did it right.
I normally go to my knees when I'm...
Well, I mean, also, look, when we do it, we need to be very dynamic when we switch those hips. That's what's helping me, too. If you guys notice, I'm switching my hips extremely violently. I'm scissoring back, going sunny side up, sunny side down. Hard. That's what you're missing there. Right? So do it again, but I want you to scissor your feet hard. Don't kill me. Right? See it? Come underneath. Yeah. Scissor those feet. Scissor. All right, so. No, not bad at all. It's reps, guys. I mean, there's no secret. There's no secret. You just got to rep. Boom.
I feel that. Oh, step over. That's not scissoring.
What's the diff? What's the diff?
Tell me.
Ain't no diff.
You just stepped over that.
Scissor.
All right.
I mean, because I'm just except I'm just, so if it's a step over, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
No, I'm going. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I mean, you literally got to do that. You know, but as you get used to it and as you get stronger, that movement gets smaller because I don't need it. I've built the muscles, I've built up the pathways, I can just go. But also, guys, don't forget too, when we're doing this against a static opponent or a training partner, sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes I need that counter movement to bring me over. You know, a lot of movements in jiu-jitsu sometimes I need you to help me do what I got to do. But that's just understanding the movement and just having repped it and repped it and repped it and repped it and repped it. That's all. You did it fine. It's just the feel of the movement. That's all. Answer your question?
Yep.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Who's next? Nobody has a question. Yes, sir. Come on. Put me on the spot.
It's not having the frame yet.
You had two questions, correct?
You answered the last
Did
one.
I? Yep. Oh, sweet. Yep.
So this one is you get here, and a lot of times I get here, and they are able to collapse down before I'm able to get the frame. So I end up with my arm out. So
Roger that.
So what's the best way other than trying to wrist roll and
Well-
try to get underneath it?
Okay, so we have some. You opened up a little can of worms real quick, but we have to talk about it in order to understand what you're talking about. So, here, Eric. So Eric has me in side control, right? And for whatever reason, right? So my arm is here. So what do? How do we get this on the other side?
Multi-pull.
What's that?
Like that.
What's the pull? Oh, here? I could. But if I'm going to do that, I'm also going to accompany that with a hard bridge. So I'm going to bring my elbow to the mat, fist goes to the face, boom. All right, but we don't, I'll do that to Eric. We don't do that to people we don't know. We do it to people we know. Because some people people can misconstrue that, as a bam. But that's oh yeah, 100%. I do it all the time. Okay, right, so to bring it from here to here. One thing I don't want to do is this. If I ever see a hand coming across my face and I'm Eric, I'm attacking it. Even in this position, if I see Eric bring this arm from this side to this side and I see a hand, I'm attacking it. And then that's a whole nother can of worms. Because really all that matters, all that I need to get across his head is my bicep. So don't worry about the elbow up. If we worry about the elbow up, we start doing this stuff, we start doing this. It's just this. I just have to bring this to here. Right? So how do we do that? Bridge. The mat's our friend. In this situation, the mat is our friend. And you also need to make sure elbows in, and I'm maintaining his distance. Right? Now, when I come back, because I still want this to get back, I still want this underneath his neck. Because right now, Eric could really make my day horrible. Right? So when I come back, boom. Now when I go back, it's boom. So I'm just doing that, this, that. Just sawing across their face until I get, because it's not about where this hand is, it's about where the bicep is. So if we start thinking about that, it's not like it's not a long movement. I only have to move the humerus, that's it. Not the whole arm. So if I'm here, again, not here. We are not doing this. If you do this and you get tapped out, you deserve it. Now, what also might happen here is that. But that's a whole different story. Most likely won't happen. Sometimes it does. It's not going to happen against Eric, I can tell you that. It's not. Remember, and also guys, I'm not putting my hand in. So if Eric switches his hips toward my head hard, he's going to wrist lock me and I'm going to break my hand. That's why I just have forearm. And trust me when I tell you, that's from being wrist locked like that several times. Point. I'm going to go where my fingers are pointing. Boom. Right? Once I get it to here, just drag it. And then immediately, elbow comes back across the face. Grab. Boom. And now. Oh, God. Go back in Eric's speech. Does that answer your question? Yes, thanks. Thank you. Right? Did anybody else have that question? Like, how do I get it from one side to the other? Right? That's what I do. Because that's where I want to be. Having it on that side's a whole nother thing. That's a different day. Any other questions? All right. So next thing. Say we can't do that one, right? For whatever reason, we just can't get that underhook, get that windshield wiper and get that underhook. It doesn't really matter because it's all about just having this frame. So I'm gonna come here, open. I can't get this through for whatever reason. This knee, bottom knee, is gonna come in and touch my elbow. So Eric, I'll back away. So this is what we should be looking like. I'm right across Eric's belt line. Foot on hip, forearm on hip. Knee and elbow in the middle. Because again, I don't want Eric getting closer to me. So once we're here, you can underhook, you can grab the leg, whatever. And get ourselves facing again. And now we can scramble, or we can do whatever. the whole point is, right? I'm not inside control anymore. So we're here. Can't do it. Can't come up. But we'll go on hip. And I'll control Eric here. And then whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But the whole point is I'm not inside control. So one more time. Step, or I'll come inside, pull myself through, and then we can feed the gods. Because the gods have to eat, and they only eat Rithlock. Again, guys, this isn't hard. Fundamentals, 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 fundamentals. Right? So we're going to do 3 minutes. One person's going to be on the bottom. Just rep that. Regaining guard. I don't care if you get to half guard. I don't care if you end up there. The whole purpose is we're not inside control anymore. That's it. Then another person's going to go 3 minutes. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock. Person on top, keep them inside control. Person on the bottom, got to get out. Using only the 2 things that we just did. That is it. And then we'll switch. And we're going to do that round and round and round and round we go until it's time to go eat chow and have beers. Right? We earned it. So again, I don't clap because bad things happen when people clap. Have fun.